Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show. Welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show that reaches 42 million households, including 2 million households across America. Today, science, innovation and technology is the talk of the town. We hear about automation, artificial intelligence, Industry 4.0. The paradigm shift today is on innovation and technology is to Industry 4.0, which talks about automation and artificial intelligence. Our guest at this episode of Dr. VGP Talk Show is the person who came from Tamil Nadu, Chennai, who had his early education in Hindu high school, Triplicane, an iconic school in Chennai, and who studied later on at the University of Madras, and who also is a gold medalist, a 1996 gold medalist at the university. He also had a Rotary Foundation scholarship and sent him to University of Hawaii. And then he did his PhD at the University of Wisconsin at Madison. It's none other than a distinguished technocrat, a passionate scientist who wants to transform the world today with his zeal and enthusiasm. He is the founder, chairman, and the chief executive of Bharat Biotech, which is one of the leading biotech companies, the fifth largest vaccine manufacturing company in the world in terms of volume, and who played a vital role of supplying 600 million COVID vaccines. It's the second vaccine manufacturing factory in India manufacturing COVID. Dr. Krishna Ella is a serial entrepreneur who has ventured into veterinary vaccines too, food processing, and developing biotechnology infrastructure in the country. His wings are spreading to Africa and, of course, to strengthening the strategic economic relationship between USA and India. Please welcome Dr. Krishna Ella, a trendsetter today, who with his creative mind, innovative ideas, and passionate energy is transforming the world through the biotech, Bharat Biotech. Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show, which reaches 42 million households, including 2 million in the United States. Our guest today is none other, a gentle giant, Dr. Krishna Ella, the executive chairman of Bharat Biotech, Hyderabad, India.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ella, for joining us today. Dr. Krishna Ella brings a wealth of knowledge, cutting edge today on science and technology. He is also, proudly could say, the first vaccine privately owned company in India which supplies vaccines throughout the world. Well, Dr. Krishna Ella, it's just great joy to have you on our show. Could you tell us about your early upbringings?
I was brought up I was born in a small village in Tamil Nadu.
Oh, very good.
Near Chennai.
Tamil Valga.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I was born there and studied in Chennai. And then
Which school and college?
Hindu High School, Triplicate.
Oh, very good. I've been
And
there.
then Pachabas.
Oh, great Pachavasian. Wow. Fantastic.
Then I was in agriculture. I got into agriculture degree.
Uh-huh.
I finished my agriculture degree.
Mhm.
And then I was working in Bayer and Sandoz in agriculture division. Then I moved to US on a Rotary Foundation fellowship to University of Hawaii. And then to University of Wisconsin, Madison. I did my PhD there. Then I moved to as a faculty at Medical University of South Carolina, Charleston.
Wow. What a great repertoire. He started his schooling in Hindu High School, Triplicane in Chennai. All of us are very famous with that school. I've attended some of the competitions there. And he's did his bachelor degree in Pachapas College. Here we have a refined, usually we used to have a slang, I would say, that, scholars of Loyola, rowdies of Pachapas. But here you have such a scholarly, elegant gentleman, is a great ambassador for Pachapas College. We all used to be scared growing up of Pachapas College students. And so lovely to have you.
You're all scared of that also.
Pardon?
You must be scared of that college.
Yes, very much scared. Any riots, any strike, they would come in, but they were great guys. Pachapas College has some of the most great stalwarts of Tamil Nadu. Kanjivaram Natarajan, Annadurai studied, our former chief minister, brought the Dravidian movement. Right. We had Navalar Nedunjelian there. We had a lot of professors. Dr. S.P. Annamalai was the principal of Pachapas College for the longest. Okay. And we served together in the World University Service Center. Yeah, so it's got a great background. We're so happy, Dr. Ella, that you joined us here, and you have so much of a Chennaiite, brought up in Chennai and educated in Chennai, came to US, and it's great to see that the Rotary clubs, the Rotarian had a fellowship, which enabled him to go to the University of Hawaii, and then he worked with the University of Madison in Wisconsin, and then continued his higher education. Tell us, after serving in Sandox and other places, how did Bharat Biotech come about?
My wife wants to get back to India, number one. And my mother was always requesting me to come back to India.
Right.
She said, you have 9 inches stomach. Uh-huh. How much ever money you make, you can't eat more than 9 inches stomach.
Wow, very well said.
So come back, do whatever you like to do, but I'll feed you. And my wife said, I'll feed you and I will take care of your life. Don't worry. Just get back. Let's get back. Do something. And that's how the Bharat Biotech started evolving as a company.
So you established in Hyderabad?
I established in Hyderabad. I was supposed to set up in Bangalore, but something didn't work out. So I landed in Hyderabad, which I'm not a part of that Hyderabad. But then my brother was there. So that's how I landed in Hyderabad.
Good. Today Bharat Biotech is one of the pioneering biotechnology companies known for its world-class research and development and manufacturing capabilities. Could you tell us how you've been able to keep your mission of delivering affordable, safe, and high-quality vaccines and biotherapeutics throughout the world to help people prevail over diseases?
See, I believe in innovation, and I don't want to violate any of the intellectual property of anybody in the world. That I'm a strong believer of that. And third philosophy I follow is work on neglected diseases, because many multinationals would not like to work on neglected diseases. And I'm a strong believer, neglected diseases which are present in Asia and Africa are become a pandemic. You look at SARS-1, MERS, yellow fever, malaria, tuberculosis, all were from Africa, and the Asian problem that has become a global neglected disease. It became a pandemic. So I was a strong believer of that. And we've been working on neglected disease focus. And today, I think we won more than 400 patents.
Wow.
And more than 9 billion doses of vaccine sold.
Great.
We are fifth largest.
9 billion doses of vaccine for COVID.
Not COVID, all the vaccines.
All the vaccines.
All the vaccine put.
Tell us, how did biotech get into action during the COVID pandemic?
COVID pandemic was, we are the first one in the world to create a BSL-3 production facility. And BSL-3 labs are there all over the world. BSL-3 production facility was there. And that production facility helped us to get into immediately COVID vaccine. And the COVID vaccine, what we developed is an inactivated vaccine. Because I find inactivated like injectable polio vaccine is also similar platform. I said, we want a vaccine which can go to child and to adults.
Wow.
If a vaccine can be given to child, it should be safe for the adults also. We strongly believe that. And also we need an adjuvant which can give a T cell response. The virus is changing quite often. So we would like to have a more of a T cell response. So we licensed from one of the adjuvant, from Virovax, from Kansas, Sunil David lab. We licensed it from, and then we incorporated this one, made it as a T cell vaccine. And today, I think we made 600 million doses of COVID vaccine.
Wow.
And that's a significant.
Very significant, Dr. Krishna. Could you tell us how big your company is today, Bharat Biotech, in terms of your net and also the number of employees?
We are now touching almost 4,000 employees.
4,000 employees?
In
wow.
the company. And we're
net worth of the company?
That I do not know, actually.
But we are privately
held the company.
Yeah, so
we did a 10,000 crores last year.
Yeah, okay.
So we're doing well in the financially, not
Great.
a problem. We are a debt-free company.
Great.
So we don't have any loan. Thanks to various international agencies like Gate Foundation and Wellcome Trust, they all funded us a lot of clinical trial program for new vaccines. So that taking care of a lot of risk benefit for us.
Excellent.
So today I think we stand out. Today we are now fifth largest vaccine company in the world.
Wow.
In terms of volume. In terms of volume, not the amount.
Okay.
Because we sell the vaccine at an affordable price.
Oh.
So we're the fifth largest company in the world.
Friends, we have a proud owner of the fifth largest vaccine company in the world in terms of volume, Dr. Krishna Ella. I would call him, rather than the executive chairman of Bharat Biotech, a champion of innovation with 4,000 employees and with over 9 billion vaccine doses, including COVID, 600 million doses sold throughout the world. It's really a fascinating story, growth story of yours. Where do you see the role of artificial intelligence and robotics playing in healthcare today? There's so much talk as Industry 4.0 that the paradigm shift is going to that. How do you see that play out in the healthcare industry, Dr. Ella?
So, I may not know the entire healthcare field, but I can certainly see on vaccine field.
Yes.
Artificial intelligence is going to change the structural biology. Today's structural biology of virus has become an important factor to develop a vaccine candidate. What type of mutation you can create, that structure cannot be disturbed and still make a good vaccine candidate. So I think now the new artificial intelligence, which Baidu also published recently, about a month ago, shown that AI can use for structural biology integration and then predict the structural conformation of a vaccine candidate. I think the AI is going to play a major role in terms of structural biology and vaccine development.
Excellent. Where do you see the strategic alliance between India and USA? You know, today, most of the generic companies in America are Indian-owned in the pharmaceutical industry. You throw some light on that to us.
We are not a generic vaccine company.
I know, and I think generally correct.
I want to be very clear on that. I was a strong believer that we don't want to violate of any IPR of others. So we want to develop, for example, rotavirus vaccine. See, Merck has got, GSK has got same rotavirus vaccine, but different strain.
Right.
So that gives a different intellectual property for both the companies.
Absolutely.
Same strategy we used, and with these strain was isolated in India at All India Institute of Medical Sciences by Dr. Bond, and Indo-US vaccine program was there, Indo-US bilateral program. And the Indo-US VAP program from CDC, Dr. Roger Glass at Stanford, Harry Greenberg, they were all involved in the partnership in this project. It took almost 20 years. And we have done all the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, the clinical trial, and how this bilateral program helped a new company like us, how to develop a efficacy trial, because India never done an efficacy trial.
Yes.
So we were only doing a generic vaccines.
Correct.
100 people immunogenicity, but not the efficacy trial. So I think this partnership, Indo-US bilateral partnership, helped us to build a knowledge on a clinical research that can be carried out at the field situations. And I think we're the first company in the developing world to do an efficacy trial for rotavirus vaccine.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, your company, Bharat Biotech, was set up in 1996. Today, we are in 2023. You have seen several successful Indian governments. And do you think that the government is giving enough promotion, enough leverage for private sector companies of your magnitude to continue to produce and conquer the world?
I mean, see, look at the good example of Indo-US bilateral program.
Yes.
Two governments were involved.
Correct.
US government was involved.
Right.
Indian government is also.
Right.
Department of Finance.
Right.
So both Department of Biotechnology, CDC, NIH, all involved.
Right.
Both the bilateral government. And that both are government institutions. All are government institutions. Really helped us to strengthen that. And political, that is not important for us in a scientific circle. But certainly in the COVID time, the Honorable Prime Minister Modi has visited our plant.
Wow. Yes.
To motivate us. Because when working such a high-risk project, so you want to just motivate us. So he came to us, our plant, visited and motivated. It inspired a country leader coming and inspiring us is a greatest benefit for us.
Great. Having said that, what's your next? You're a visionary leader, a champion of innovation and technology. Where do you see Bharat Biotech poised for the next 10 years?
I mean, I'm not interested to make too much money or anything, but certainly I want to solve some of the African problems.
Very interesting.
Very interesting point for me because when Excellency Thabo Mbeki, South African president, when he came to our plant, he said, Indian company exploits African market, but you're not solving the African problem. And he told me one more thing, you have to help Africa because we helped you, India. I said, I didn't understand how Africa helped India. Then Thabo Mbeki said, we exported Gandhi to you. That's why you got a freedom. So you have to help Africa.
Very well said.
That has touched me. I said I should do something for Africa.
Correct. Dr. Krishna Ella, you're so eloquent and you've done so much in the vaccine development and research field as one of a world-class biotech company. What do you do in your spare time interests? Are you fully engaged in 24/7?
I'm a fully scientific passion person.
Correct.
And I want to be up to date what has happened, what happened in the science till today. And I want to be up to date. It's not from business point of view, but I want to be passionate about the science.
Do you have any pastimes? Do you play golf or any recreation?
I don't golf, nothing much, but watch movies.
Oh, good.
And I think spend with the family.
Who's your favorite hero?
I mean, I don't care about any hero, but any good movie.
Any language,
any comedy.
Right.
I just love and extra.
You read a lot of books?
I don't read much, but I read a lot of scientific books, fictions and all that.
Are you a vegetarian or non-vegetarian?
I am both. So.
Both, good. Dr. Krishna Ella, if you're given an opportunity to take 3 people out for dinner, they could be present or in the past, who would those 3 people be?
I mean, I'm going to meet Jackson, but Jackson's father,
Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr.
I mean, it was a favorite to me.
Correct.
When I was at college, when I was at Madison, Wisconsin, he was contesting for the election.
Right.
And I got inspired his speeches, actually. Wow. Very, very amazing thing. I think certainly he'll be the first.
Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., the U.S. civil rights leader who walked with Martin Luther King, and who is the next?
And who also followed Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, both of them actually. It's Harry.
So, I love to have Martin Luther King, Jackson, and Mahatma Gandhi.
Correct. That's a very, very good. Excellent. Oh, those are the 3 people. Fantastic. You have said it all. Rightly speaking, Dr. Krishna Ella, we have set up a Gandhi King Center for Nonviolence in Inglewood. It's in part of Chicago, south side of Chicago, where the life expectancy rate is 60 years. 7 miles from there in Streetville, it's 90 years. And it's the highest rate of incidence at about 90% in the whole country. And gun violence is very abundant. So we have set up this Gandhi King Center for Nonviolence to try to reduce gun violence and reduce violence. We'd definitely like you, with your vision and Bharat Biotech, to come and help us and support this initiative and tell us give your ideas how to do it. We are doing innovative resources and trying to do meditation classes. We are trying to bring emotional intelligence classes. We're trying to quick job skilling. We have food insecurity is a big problem. We have a food pantry, a mobile food pantry. We're also introducing yoga shortly. So, having said all this, our viewers would like to know, if you describe yourself in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
I mean, I'm passionate about science.
Yes.
I'm passionate of helping the poor people.
Great. Service-oriented.
Service-oriented. And third, I want to be innovative.
Great. Fantastic. You're meeting Dr. Krishna Ella, who describes himself as passionate, service-oriented, and innovative. What a great thing. What would be imparting your message to all our viewers in general and in particular, whatever, to the younger generation, the whole adult population?
When a younger generation, I would like to certainly say that, don't go behind money. Have some passion solving some of the society problem. In that process, you're not only starting a business, you're also helping the society at large. Money is a byproduct of that.
Great.
Money is a byproduct of that.
Great.
So people should not be greedy for making money. Solving some of the society, in each problem of that you solve something, you should get a good feeling that I solved the problem.
Great. Dr. Krishna Ella's message to all our viewers is, you have to be part of the solution and not of the problem. And being part of the solution can be done in several ways. And you don't have to go after making money. Money will come to you as you become part of the solution. Right, Dr. Ella? Would you
Absolutely right.
Yes.
That summarized it very well.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Krishna Ella. Thank you for joining us today. Dr. Krishna Ella has been here in Philadelphia to attend the 23rd convention of the Telugu Association of North America, TANA, and the 41st annual convention of the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. We thank you so much, Dr. Krishna Ella, for joining us today. And we're sure you're going to take Bharat Biotech and Indian American innovation and technology ties to a greater height. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.